Hi friends, welcome to Jingles for Kids channel. Chapter 3, Fairy Petals. Wings wide, cried Wallace. Grace copied him. They both put their wings out wide. This made them look big as the bear. Now the bear was scared. He stepped back. We want to ask you some questions, said Grace. The bear was surprised. So you don't want to eat my blueberries? Birds always want to eat the blueberries. Nope, we want answers, said Wallace. Is there a mama bird here with a lost egg? No. The bears guard the berries, and we don't let birds near the berries. The bear growled. That means owls too. Go away. I'm very sorry, but we can't leave. We were hired to do a job, said Wallace. Owl detectives do not give up easily. The clues led to you. Grace told the bear about the egg in the basket. I didn't put it there, said the bear. Who did? Asked Wallace. I did, said a bear cub named Tyler. I found an egg in a nest while I was picking berries. I put it in my basket to keep it safe. I did not know the basket was going to the paint store. A nest? Cried Grace. The case is solved. Show us the nest. Wallace and Grace thought the nest would be in a blueberry bush. They thought it would be made from twigs. They thought the bird would be in it. They were wrong. The nest was on the ground. It was made from flower petals, and it was empty. Egg was there. Tyler pointed to the petals. What kind of bird makes a flower nest? Grace had never seen a nest like this one. I think a fairy made it, said Tyler. Wallace drew a fairy in his notebook. Hold up, aren't fairies make-believe? Asked Grace. Good detective always keep an open mind. Wallace unzipped his backpack and he pulled out a spoon, a jar of jam, and a small net. What are you doing? Grace asked. I'm setting a fairy trap. Wallace scooped a spoonful of jam. She placed the spoon on the flower petal. He sat down and held the net. Grace sat next to him. Now we wait, said Wallace. Grace was awfully curious. Would a fairy come? The afternoon sun was hot, and soon they fell asleep. Thud, thud. Wallace woke up, so did Grace. Heavy footsteps shook the ground. A big shadow fell over them. That's no fairy, whispered Grace. They looked up and saw a moose wearing a crown of flowers. Mason the moose looked worried. He pointed to the spoon. Why is there jam on my flowers? Where's my egg? Is it okay? Your egg? Said Wallace. Moose don't lay eggs. I didn't lay it. It fell on my head, said Mason. Your head? Wallace opened his notebook. Explain, please. I was walking through the forest and something dropped on my head. I thought it was just a leaf, so I kept going, said Mason. Later, I was here eating blueberries. I bent my head, and can you guess what rolled off? An egg. They said. Exactly, said Mason. This egg had been in so many strange places. Luckily, my mother taught me to walk with my head held high. See? Mason showed them how steadily he walked. so the egg didn't fall off my head. Grace looked at the flowers on Mason's head. Look at the petals on the ground. Aha! This isn't a fairy's nest, is it? Nope. I made the egg a cozy spot. I make all sorts of pretty things out of flowers. Mason licked the jam on the spoon. Yum. Grace thought about the egg landing on his head. The egg must have dropped from the nest in the high tree. We need to find the bird that lives in the nest. We need to hurry, said Wallace. It was now late afternoon. They were running out of time. Wallace and Grace held on to Moose's antlers, and the moose ran to the forest.